Praise God.
Lord be with you.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Zdenna.
You're right there. Zdenna was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Zdenna? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Zdenna all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Zdenna was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long...
That's because... she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bar...
I don't know about that.
Is Dennis...
Aye.
Will you give it to me?
All the same to me.
And could it have...
What do I know?
I heard he wanted to find...
I don't know.
Well...
I hope you don't. Yeah.
Here, mutt! Track.
Oh, greetings to you too.
God be with you, neighbor.
Greetings.
has to be that ford Pike was talking about. We should take a look around here. This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here, but where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill? Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to... Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead. Look what I have for you.
Track.
Show me.
God be with you. Keep the peace. I'm sorry.
Take your pick. Quality good.
You have a kind. Do your shopping here.
Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy. Welcome. Show me your ware. Thank you, sir. And come again. Tools! Quality tools! Sheet metal! Chains here! Iron and steel!
Willkommen. Schön, dich zu sehen. Was möchtest du?
Hola,
Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Hi-yo. Careful. Hola, Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft.
I apologize. Come and take a look.
For sale. Big, strong.
how can I help? What do you have for...
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
God, what's taking so long?
Greetings. Greetings.
Show me you.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well, I...
Catherine, who do you...
Well, I think...
That's nonsense.
Couldn't have. Then who do you...
It had to be William. Nobody else knew them all.
Ah, now you're talking nonsense.
So I see we disagree. Too bad.
Well, who do you think...
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out.
Go on, then.
I managed to...
By the sound of it, you didn't...
No.
And where did you find...
Pretty far away. Someone caught her in the fog. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate...
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her back.
So I reckon he didn't...
She said someone...
On horseback?
Only as a... Father...
What did he have in common?
He had also looked after her. But unlike Zdena tried to rob young
Von Grolle?
Ah, that...
Assumption.
I'd say it's pretty...
They just left the...
It wasn't...
Ah, that's awful.
Let's talk...
What did you...
Prokop did...
His own relative?
Why not?
Prokop all...
What do you
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really...
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart. And now, most importantly, to make it impossible to tell she was pregnant.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was...
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dark...
Yarkis...
I was there to...
Ah, so what...
A very the mother...
So...
That would be young Hendel.
Before her...
There's nothing...
Maybe.
That doesn't mean any...
It means she had some
Prokop is...
I heard the daughters of important men come to see him.
Really? But I...
What?
It doesn't matter.
And were you assured that...
I don't think... But he's a skirt chaser.
Perhaps...
But then he could...
Why not?
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed.
I'm sure William...
William isn't...
Such language.
That making babies and murdering folks require different...
But who would it be if not the...
Someone who stood...
Freedom?
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive?
I did. She is. She's... When she...
And Then how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she...
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she also... Well, according to...
Doesn't almost every...
Depending on what they take in hand every day.
Except none of our suspects. She said she...
You...
Apparently. Besides that...
So we have...
Or in a
I asked...
Maybe she just does...
I don't think
According to...
That's strange.
The only word he uttered...
So...
Even I said...
Stan you...
And that's probably...
Perhaps. And that's all...
I'm so...
Me...
I don't...
Come now.
What?
Can you...
No, that's all...
We have...
But what?
We'll have...
I'm not gonna...
As you wish.
You've gone mad.
Why not?
I...
Don't worry.
I don't understand...
We women...
What?
No.
It'd be good.
All right. I won't...
You know how...
If a list...